So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields going to throw right away. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Fields on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Chris Johnson, the running back. And it's 3rd and 5. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick release.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Room here to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No score after one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields throwing again. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Irvin, 30 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway.
And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Irvin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Gates with a grab. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
On first down, Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll try the left side. James. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd down, it's James.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now, it's James. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Edgerrin James, a 23-yard run.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Allen again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get separate.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One final try here for Allen. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Down inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Allen. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.